Hey there, you've just heard the Marshall MG 50CFX. This is a 50 watt 1x12 4-channel solid state amplifier with digital effects and a digital brain. Like I said, it has 4 channels and it will remember the settings, including the effects and the tone and the gain for each channel once you set it up to your satisfaction. You with me? So let's quickly walk through the amp, shall we? Going from left to right. Input, where you plug the guitar in. Gain control determines how much distortion or dirt you have on the crunch and overdrive channels. Here we have a light that's green. Above it says clean and crunch. This is your clean or crunch select button. When it's green, it's clean. When it's red, it's a bit more dangerous. That means crunch. Next to it is another LED that's green or red. When it's green, it's OD1. When it's red, it's OD2. The difference between OD1 and OD2, hot and very, very, very hot. So a lot of gain and even more gain. Then let's go through the controls. We've already covered gain, so we've got bass, middle, and treble. They do exactly what their labels say they do. They control the bass, middle, and yes, the treble. Next, we have a reverb control. This one here. This is something called Integrated Parameter Editing, IPE. It has 264 different presets of various reverb settings. Next we have the volume, which is the volume of that track relative to everything else. So once you've set your clean, how you like it, you make sure the volume is correct relative to the other 3 channels. Then we come to effects. Once again, there's a light there. When the effects are on, the light's on. When they're off, the light is off. There's a section of chorus presets, a section of phaser presets, a section of flanger presets, a section of vibrato presets, and if you turn it all the way to the left, or the right even, clockwise, it gives you an octave. Let's listen to that because it's actually pretty cool. Good stuff. Next up we have a delay control. Once again, IPE, various delay settings. And there are 4 types of delay. Hi-fi, which is very pristine digital. Tape, which gives you that great warmth of the analog tapes of yesteryear. Then multi-tap and reverse. Next up we have a button called effects, external effects. This has an effects loop built into it, so if I say wanted a compressor on my clean sound, I'd set up my clean sound, then I put my compressor in the effects loop, switch this on, and whenever I select clean, once I've stored it, that effects loop will be open and my compressor will be on. Next up we have something called, we've got the master controls, which determines how loud the amplifier is overall. Then there are 2 more buttons here. There's a damping control. What the damping button does, it allows the speaker to misbehave. And the misbehavior is frequency dependent. So when you play very low notes and very high notes, the speaker is allowed to flap more. Then lastly, we have a store button. When you've done all your settings to your satisfaction, you hold that for 3 seconds and it stores it forever. Then we've got a line out where you can plug in to a recording desk or plug in your headphones for late night practice. Also, this amplifier comes with a Footswitch that allows you to go between clean and crunch and OD1 and OD2, just a simple 2-way Footswitch. So once again, folks, you've just heard the Marshall MG 50CFX 50 watt 1x12 analog 4-channel amp with digital effects and a digital memory.